They grew up together. They attended the same schools, played the same sports, and now they even teach together. You're listening to DC and DH on the D&D Dynamite 80s podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another episode of D&D Dynamite 80s. I'm DH.
And I'm DC.
DC, how's your week been, brother?
Man, it's been busy, bud.
I'm telling you. Hey, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about our sponsor?
Yeah, real quick. Let's give a shout out to the Nesting Project. They did our hats, of course. They do all the embroidery, any kind of T-shirts and all that great stuff that you need, man. And any special occasion, check those guys out on the web there. They're in our neck of the woods of Smyrna, Tennessee. Yep. So anyway, we appreciate their efforts towards our project.
Yeah. And we also have Hudson Flags and More.
Yeah, you got that right.
Veteran owned, veteran operated. It's the wooden American flags and crosses and all
Support
kinds
the
of
veterans.
Yep. Check them out on their Facebook at Hudson Flags and More.
There you go.
Brother, we got a great show coming up
man,
today.
I've been excited about this one.
Me too. I've been waiting on this one.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about it?
I'll do that. We've got the Eliminator ZZ Top Tribute Band joining us. These guys are out of Chicago. They play all over the country. We'll get into talking about a little bit. They were on the Katie Darrell's show, the tribute show. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Super lady that was on our podcast with us before. But we got Ron, Bobby Z, and Jerry joining us. Hey guys, how are y'all this morning?
Great. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. First of all, not that I could get a pretty decent guess. What got you started in doing this?
Well, it's a scam, so we never have to shave again.
Gotcha.
The basic laziness.
I was playing in a band, and a booking agent told us, I would kill for a dependable ZZ Top tribute band. I could sell that. So we thought about it for about a minute and said, okay, you got it. We're a ZZ Top tribute band now. And we were a three-piece, and we just started playing ZZ Top. We were already playing a lot of ZZ Top anyway.
So it just made sense. It lined up to make sense for you. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was kind of a different thing, but it morphed into what it is now. And this is our 30th year together.
Wow.
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Fantastic.
One of the things that I found amazing is when I was watching the videos and stuff was the way you actually, I don't want to say, I guess, mimic, or you actually kind of become ZZ Top on stage, because you go back and look at some of their footage. You guys are using the same moves. I mean, it's
unreal.
Probably one of the most advanced tribute bands that I've ever seen, as far as actually being like the real band.
Well, Bob and I would go to record shows back in the band, and we would buy bootleg videos, VHS videos, real grainy VHS videos, top concerts. And we basically just stole their whole act. So
right, our rehearsals usually began in my living room or wherever we were practicing, popping in a bootleg tape and saying, cool. Did you see how he did this? This little move here, or took this little step. We got this, so then we'd spend the next half hour working on that. And we figured out over the years that there's a lot of people that can play the music and get it fairly close, but it's the little subtleties that we picked up on that ZZ Top would do on stage that kind of put frosting on the cake. The little gestures and the little movements and stuff. But we just try to rip them off as best as we could.
Well, I found it unique because you kind of took the tribute band, you kind of took it to a new art form doing that. And I thought that was really cool.
Well, thank you.
We sincerely believe that the Elvis impersonators really, paved the way for tribute bands.
How did the Access TV tribute situation, how'd that come about for you guys?
I had messaged Katie Darrell in 2014 And then fast forward to, what was it,
2017.
Yeah, whatever year it was, I had won a trip to Mexico for a local radio station, and I'm sitting on the beach in Mexico, and I get an email from Katie Darrell wanting to know if we wanted to be on the show. And like, yeah, let's do it, you know. So it was kind of odd. And I had tried for quite a while to, you know, I kept submitting and was hoping to get chosen, and then basically kind of gave up and forgot about it. And then bingo, we got called.
Okay, good deal.
So when you're out, and if you were giving advice to someone starting up, what would you tell them?
Become a wholesale butcher instead. It's pretty much the same. It's you know, you have to persevere. You know, we started out, we slugged it out in the bars around Chicago for years, you know, before we started traveling and you know, made it to bigger stages. You know, we're playing in bars to, you know, 50 people. You know, now we go out, we might be in front of 5,000 people. So, but
Wow.
it's you know, it's our 30th year of doing this. So if you stick with it and you believe in what you're doing, just you know, and you got to enjoy playing the music. If you don't enjoy playing the music, that, you know, that's where it all begins right there.
Right. And if you're going to be a tribute band, as opposed to, say, just a generic cover band that plays a lot of different bands' music, you're like you said it earlier, you're going to have to take it to another level in order to be credible.
Yeah, like, you know, like growing a beard like this.
Very true.
Brian actually longer beard, but I've had a beard since I got out of high school, which was, I'm not going to say what decade that was, but it's been a long
I understand.
You're paying on it.
but never quite this long. So we got professionally designed, you know, costume, you know, professional quality beard extensions, and we glue them on. Got tired of the crazy glue ripping chunks of skin out of my chin. And we both decided, you know, Ron before me, but we both decided, let's grow the damn things out. You know, they're real. They've been real. I think we're the only ZZ Top band in the nation that has these genuine foot-long, probably longer than that now.
Yeah, I think it's about maybe 15 or 16 inches.
And again, that lends to it's a testament to dedicated to what we try to do here, and
we hate to shave, so
yeah, that too.
There you go. I understand. Hey, I was curious about this. Has any of the original members seen you perform, or have you met them?
We were invited down to Memphis Pyramid in 1999 through a friend of ours on a ZZ Top fan list that we belonged to, and this gentleman's name is Mike Crane, #1 ZZ Top, and he, you know, we met him in Chicago at a ZZ Top concert that we coordinated online with other members, and he you know, he claimed that, I know the band, you know, I've been following him since the 70s. We're like, yeah, you know, he knows the band. You know, week later he invites us to come to Memphis to see the show. He says, I can probably get you guys backstage. It was Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top, and it was they had a 2-week break right after that show. So we get down to Memphis, we get in, we got 10th row seats, and great show. Afterwards, here we are, we're backstage with ZZ Top and like 15 other people. Our friend Mike Crane that got us backstage, as ZZ Top walks in, or, hi Mike, how are you? I saw you last week in Chicago. You know, like, oh my God, he really does know the band. Like,
hey, legit. Nice guy, great guy too, and yeah, he is like the super fan. But really,
and ZZ Top are 3 of the nicest, most down to earth guys you'd ever want to meet.
Right. I brought a guitar with me down there to the show and dragged it around with me all the show. Put it on a table in the meet and greet room, and as Billy's walking in with his manager Pablo, he sees the case on the. And he said, hey, ooh, what's that? You know, he goes over there. And I said, oh, I brought a guitar down here. There's actually a guitar that Billy and a fella down in Texas designed called the Chiquita guitar. It's a little travel guitar. So Billy opens the case, picks it up, strums it. He calls his friend Pablo over and calls me over and says, hey, let's get a picture with these guys with the guitar, you know. So Billy signs the guitar for me and got a nice picture of the three of him and Ron and I standing there and Billy holding the guitar. So, I mean, they were just really cool and friendly and took time to answer questions. And they said, don't take any pictures, but you know, Billy tells his manager, his road guy, you know, hey, let's get pictures with these guys.
Yeah, the road Pablo says, you know, don't ask for don't ask for autographs or sign stuff or pictures. You know, if they want to do it, they'll let you know. And
they're very gracious and generous with their time. And
the key thing to me was when I started 17 people in the room. This is before paid meet and greets. You know, you had to be connected to somebody, and you know, and they made the rounds and spoke with everyone in the room. But first there was a couple there that had two younger children. They were probably maybe 10 and 12, and they made a point to sit down and you know and talk to the kids and you know interact with them. It was like wow, these guys are cool. You know, they get it. You know.
I think one of the things that I want to share, I mean, because our students are kind of getting to that age where they're starting to think of their careers and what they want to do in the future. And one of the things I would like to share from your story is the perseverance. I mean, to do this for 30 years, you guys have been dedicated to it. And I think that's something that a lot of our students, they need to hear those type of stories when you have that passion and that drive. Of being able to do that. So if you were talking to a classroom of high school students on perseverance, what's the one thing you would tell them?
Never give up. You know, if you love what you're doing, first of all, you have to love what you're doing. I think you know, if it's a passion, you know, like they say, if you're doing something you love to do, you never work a day in your life, right? I mean, you've heard that old saying, but with the music, if you're really dedicated to your craft, like anything else, got to give it all you have every time. And the shows that we've played, you know, it's great when you have 5,000 screaming fans, but you got to give the same kind of show and energy to that crowd of 15 that show up, and that's including half of them being your relatives, you know, at a bar in the middle of when snowstorm. And in Chicago, there's quite a few of those. So everybody that comes through that door and pays a cover charge or whatever deserves a show and be willing to put.
Fantastic. Will you give all our listeners the best way to kind of follow you guys? I know we follow you closely on Twitter, but what's all the different ways? And let us know some where you at now and some future shows as well, where we can give that a shout out.
Well, we're traveled from Chicago. We left Chicago 4 a.m. Drove straight to Ocady, South Carolina, which is it's part of the Hilton Head area.
Down there, Hilton Head, yeah.
It looks got in late. We drove straight through. We have a show doing a private event on Spring Island, I think it's called.
Spring Island, yeah.
Private event, and then we go from here up to Wayland, Michigan, at the Gun Lake Casino, and then that's on Friday, and on Saturday we're in Fort Wayne, Indiana, at a bar. So you know the shows, you know, is pretty astounding sometimes. You know, we'll play shows and we'll have we have to change next to the van in the parking lot. It's standing in the ground. Like the last show we played in Rhode Island, at a just beautiful theater. We had, you know, a catered meal and private dressing rooms, got the whole star treatment. So yeah, but you can find us online at eliminatorband.com,
Facebook
as the Eliminator Band. We are on Twitter. We tend to you know, we're more on, we're kind of lazy when it comes to our social media, basically.
Did he just say we're morons?
Maroons, yeah. But yeah, you can find it. We play all over the country. We're starting now. We started out in February with a few shows, and then now it starts to get busy this time of year. We'll stay.
Sure.
rallies, community and county and the regional festivals. And those are always a lot of fun. Meeting the people on the road is almost as much fun as playing the shows.
That and some of the food that we find.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I bet. I bet. The
Explanation.
stories that can be told, huh?
Out that the absolute best corned beef hash in America can be had in Hemet, California at Abby's Cafe.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Shout out to Abby's. There you go. Awesome. Gentlemen, we appreciate your time.
Yes.
I know it's been rough on you the last few hours here. But man, it's been a pleasure, and we're going to definitely we'll keep stuff on our Twitter account of upcoming shows.
Yes.
And man, if y'all are ever down towards our way here in Nashville, we will definitely get out and see you.
Hey, Nashville is our favorite town. My wife likes to watch on live stream live from AJ's.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
we love the music scene down there. As a matter of fact, just last night I was on the phone with her. We were talking about, hey, we got to get back down to Nashville soon.
Yeah.
So
So,
next time you're down, give us a holler.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
here.
Yeah, we're about 20 minutes outside Nashville.
DC will treat us all to a meal.
You better jump in on that.
Nashville,
Gentlemen.
we've been trying to get into Nashville for a while. We thought we had a corporate show there next month, but they went a different direction with their entertainment. So we lost out on a private Nashville show, but we're still hopeful for Nashville.
Oh, that's
We'd love to
fantastic.
see you.
Well, we'll definitely be up front for that. Gentlemen, we appreciate your time.
Yes.
And we'll keep in touch. We'll
Yes,
keep
we
in touch.
definitely appreciate
Good
it.
luck to you. Be safe out on the road. DC or DH.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's
that'd
early in
be
the
me.
morning. You're DH.
Yeah.
DH is another great show, man.
Another great show, brother.
Yeah. We appreciate
Guys,
these guys
I'd like to-
checking in with us today.
Yeah, I'd like to appreciate you taking the time early in the morning, especially getting in that late and still getting them to do it.
Yep.
That's dedication. So we appreciate that. Folks, if you haven't checked them out.
Oh, hold up, Coach. I got to get this on the way out, guys. You got to give us the little roll with the hands.
oh yeah, here we go.
All right, we'll do that at the very end. We'll do that at the very end. Hey, there we go. All right.
Folks, check them out.
DH, take care, buddy. We'll
Yes,
see you on the
too.
next one.
Folks, have a good day.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks.
guys.
See ya.
Pleasure.